How's it going, guys? We got a mail call. I won't show the name and the address, but I'm just going to tell you one thing. This thing went for a ride. They should be ashamed of themselves. It was even opened. I closed it back up. So, the mail call is from Tom Noble. He sent me the book that he was talking about. Now, if anybody knows me, they know I'm into reading material. I'm not going to say I sit and read books upon books, but I read books like this. I always have since I'm small. And what I like about this book is, when you go into the book, the date. Now it says printed in the USA, and it has a copyright or whatever it was of 1976. But there is a thing in here where they talk about the brand new 1978 model carburetor, which I thought was cool. And they call I forgot what it was. Oh, they're calling the Mustang 2 a late model car. So it's actually a very interesting book. It's made by Holley, so the only thing they show is Holley stuff. They don't show like Edelbrock or anything like that. They break down a lot of the carburetors. They explain what every single passage is and what it does, and they show cool cans. They show you the different gaskets. Definitely very interesting. I skimmed through it. First time I ever saw a Dominator carburetor with chokes. I don't know if that's a prototype. I've never seen one of those. Seen that and that. So, yeah, this was the new in 78. This is the carburetor I had on my wagon to begin with that different style secondary setup. It's a nice carburetor. I should have never sold it. Because that's the one that would be on Junior's motor. But definitely good. They talk about, what should we call it? What was I going to say? They show you how to set up the accelerator pumps with the different colors, the different nozzle sizes, the two different type of accelerator pumps, the one with the little check ball, the one with the little flap of rubber, the pros and cons of them, different power valves, different bowls. They talk about fuel ratios, what's ideal, how to select the carburetor size, all the good stuff. So I have to say thank you. And I've already skimmed through this book for like an hour already before I walked out here. There you go. There's a classic picture. Oh boy. So they show a lot of cool things in it. They talk about air density, measuring it. They show a cowl scoop, a couple of air pans. They talk about the Street Dominator intake manifold, which was the big rage in the 70s. They show you the original Chrysler Cross Ram setup, or Ram horn. But like I said, it's only Holley, so they don't show anything from Edelbrock, weigh-in, orphan house, or nothing like that. Carter. So, and they actually show, regular production carburetors as well. So, like I said, thanks again. This is very interesting right here. Here's this page. There was another one of them. Breaks down all the different passages in the metering plate. Tells you what every one of them does. I know there was a picture, I just passed it too. It shows you what every passage does in the carburetor itself. On the opposite side of that, labels it all for you. So if you're having a problem, for argument's sake, just off idle, you can go and find out what passage is actually clogged. You don't have to take apart the carburetor and go through every passage and wonder if you got it. You can actually diagnose it. So, like I said, thanks again. Definitely going to be skimming through this book before it goes on the shelf a little more. So, yeah, the good old days, huh? And all the carburetors have screws to show you how old the book is. So with that, we got a couple of things to do here. We got to put a catch can back on here. As you can see right there, this thing must have been whipping around in the wind. So I topped it off. So we need something. The emu egg is no longer. It actually got broken accidentally by my wife, but I forgive her. So with that said, then we'll do a couple of things to the car and just hang out.